Hi guys, welcome to Vibing with Queen Bee. Now guys, you know Vibing with Queen Bee is all about my supporters and my viewers. It's about us interacting with one another. It's about people calling in or writing in about situation and see if Queen Bee could give them an advice on it. Now, as a disclaimer, I am not a professional advisor. I am not certified in giving any kind of advice. But I do try my best to help out and to at least give you something to think about or another option of how to do things. And that is all I do. I'm not a professional, okay? So that's my disclaimer. All right, so guys, I have a situation that someone presented to me and looking for me to give them an answer as to what they should do. And Queen Bee is a little bit stuck on this one. So I figured out, you know what? I'm going to bring it to my audience and see if it's something that they could probably help me with, right? So, guys, please, I'm going to make it as short as I can. Please listen to all the information that I'm going to give you before you actually make a suggestion or give me some ideas or something that I could tell this person to help and assist them, okay? All right. So we have this lady that, she's born and raised in Jamaica, lived in Jamaica all her life. And she has a son and a daughter. And the daughter, she migrated to Florida years and years ago. And then she has a son that also migrated to the United States. And, the son is doing very well for himself. He came to America. He makes something very good of himself. He's doing very, very well. He's making good money. He has his home and everything. And he's doing well. But in the meantime, this mother is saying that, she's been in Jamaica struggling for all these years and the son doesn't want to help her. Like, she reach out to him to get money for food or, even to survive. He always barely ever want to send her anything. Sometimes he gets angry with her and tell her she beg too much and she too beg. And and this is someone telling their mom that, right? That she begged too much. And, a lot of time, she stated that she'll call him. He doesn't answer her phone calls. Sometimes he even block her number. And, he just treats his mother really, really awful. And for what she's saying, she always treated her kids very well. She made her kids her first priority throughout their lives. Everywhere she went, her kids was like her handbag. She fights, she struggled and everything with her kids. And now that they reached to foreign where they could literally say turn back and help her, neither one of them is helping her. So she's really depressed over it. She's crying. She don't know what to do. Anyway, long story short, eventually the son, I guess by the pressure of family members or other family members in the United States, pretty much got on him about he needs to sponsor his mom. Like, if you're not going to help her while she's there, at least sponsor her so she could come in the United States so she could be able to help her own self. Okay, so under a lot of pressure, I guess he finally gave in. Now, my thing is, why would anyone has to pressure you or put pressure on you to assist and to help your own mother? A mother that stated that, and I guess everyone else around her could attest to the fact that she took very good care of her kids. She struggled and she made sure they ate, a roof over their head. She took care of them. So it's not like, she didn't take care of them. So everyone is wondering, like, what is the issue? What is the problem where you don't even love your mother enough to want to make sure you take care of her? So anyway, he finally filed the paperwork, and we all know it takes a very, very long time for the paperwork to come through. The paperwork finally came through, and his mom came up. But funny enough, when she was coming up, she was literally told by the son, you can't come here. You can't stay with me. You have to find somewhere else and stay. Again, I just don't know what's going on, to tell you the honest truth, because it doesn't even make sense to me that the son would despise his mother even enough to bring her here and saying that she can't live with him. She has to find somewhere else and go. And she ended up in Boston to a sister of hers that took her in. Now, she was there with the sister for several months, and she said after a period of time, the sister literally said she can't stay there and she would have to go back to Jamaica because I guess she couldn't keep her anymore. Again, people, I'm saying to myself, you supposedly be such a good person, took care of your kids, struggled with them. They came to the United States and neither one of them want nothing to do with you. They're not helping you. They're not taking care of you. Your son had to be pressured into sponsoring you into this country. And now that you come into this country, he doesn't even want you to live with them. Then you go to live with your sister, and she in turn eventually you can't stay there. You have to go back to Jamaica. So they bought her a ticket, they sent her back to Jamaica, and she was staying with her other sister now in Jamaica. And eventually, she ended up back in Florida because apparently some friend got her a job babysitting someone's child, and the employer paid her way and brought her back to Florida for her to babysit. Now, and guys, follow along. I promise you this gets really worse. Just follow along with me, please. Just stay with me and be patient, because I really need your help in this. So she ends up back in Florida doing a babysitting job, and only lasted 1 week before the lady tells her, hey, I don't think you're a good fit. I don't think you can handle the child. I'm getting ready to go away for about 6 weeks, and the child would have to be left with you. I'm not comfortable with that. I honestly don't think you could do the job. You're not able to manage this child. So therefore, you only have until a certain day, which I think was like the end of the week, that she has to be out of the woman's house, because the woman was getting ready to go away for her work. Now, this is where the problem comes in now. So she calls her best friend, or one of, she have a really, really good friend that also live in the state. And she called that friend and say, hey, this is my situation. I have to be out of here no later than the next couple of days. And I'm asking you, can I come live with you? Listen to this, guys. Asking the friend, can I come live with you? Now, the point with this lady, now, as I stated, or I don't know if I stated it before, she is kind of sickly. She has diabetes. She's a little weak. She's not that strong. She just got into the United States about a year now. She don't know how to drive or anything, right? And apparently it seems like she can't even hold down a job, right? And now she's asking the friend who lives in the United States, and that friend is a single person struggling on their own, trying to make ends meet. And now she's asking that friend, can I come live with you? Now, people, please, this is where I need your help, because she's not satisfied so much about the friend's answer. And according to her, the friend said to her, listen, I'm by myself. I'm struggling. I'm trying to make ends meet for my own self. The fact that, you don't have a job, we don't know how long it's going to take for you to even get a job. With the fact that you're sickly, you're not that strong, you don't drive, and where I live, you have to be able to drive to get back and forth. So even if you did get a job, how would you get back and forth to the job? I'm not in the position to feed you and both myself. Now my light bill is going to go up, my gas bill everything is going to go up, my water bill, everything, because of course now that you're living with me, you're going to be using all of these electricity and everything, and I don't see where it's going to benefit me to take you in. Now the question is, everyone, was the friend correct in at least stating those type of reasons of why she can't take her in? Or was she wrong because the fact that she and her have been good friends for many, many, many years, and now that that friend is in hard time and looking for somewhere to stay and have nowhere else to go, she's turning her back on that friend? What advice would you give at this particular point, people? Help me with this so I could help this person. Please put the comment in your comment section. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think the friend should do. Tell me what you think this lady should do in a situation like this. If she only have a few days to make a decision as far as where she's going to end up going, because the lady wants her out immediately and there is no extension to her staying by this lady's house. So she has to find somewhere to go ASAP. Tell me what you think, guys. Give me what advice I should give her, and let's see where we go from there, and I will keep you posted on what happened. All right, guys. Love you guys. Please put it in the comment section. I need your help. And the reason why I need your help, guys, to tell you the truth, because I feel it for both sides, right? Because I feel it for this lady, because again, you know, she has nowhere to go, no one else to turn to. She has a deadline of when she have to be out of somebody else's house, and her kids is not taking care of her. They're not helping her. They're not reaching out to her. Matter of fact, she said she tried to call the son, and you know, he blocked her number, so he's not taking her calls. She tried to reach out to the daughter. The daughter already said, hey, you can't come here. I don't have space for you. You know, I'm only in a little small place with me and my kids, and there's no way I could take you in. So it's obviously both, you know, kids have turned their backs on her. So my thing is, if your own kids that's supposed to be, you know, the one to take care of you in a time like this is turning their backs on you, what else do you expect from strangers or even a friend? Like, how fair is that to have to now put the burden on that friend? And if that friend decide they don't want to do it, then you may want to get offended, upset, and you may feel like, you know, the friend is turning their backs on you. But then what about your children? Aren't they turning their backs on you? And then on the friend's end of it now, I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, you know, as a friend, yes, you don't owe anyone an obligation, but yes, this is the time when you test your friend's real friendship. Because I know I made a video prior before, and you guys can go back and watch it on this page, where I said, you know, what is a real and true friends? And a real and true friends is not one that there for you when you're partying together and shopping together and window shopping and talking about men and boys and this and, you know, having a great good time. A real good friend is tested in a time of immediate needs. A real friend is tested on when you're at your lowest. Will they be there for you? And as far as I can see it, this is the lady's lowest. And if the friend turns her back on her, to me, that probably going to constitute as that person being not a good friend. So tell me, guys, what would you do? What would you do? Put it right down there in the comment section and tell me what would you do in a situation like this. All right. Well, thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day, evening, night. All depends on what part of the world you're in today. And Queen Bee, love you guys for free. Come on over and vibe with me.